Hello everybody! I feel a bit lighter now, for some reason, I don't know. Okay, so, now that we've moved the Hope to Tartarus...
Attention, Captain of the Unreliable.
Wow, well that was just fucking rude. I pressed the space... I pressed the space button, not thinking, just gonna be jumping around and shit, and then I skip a dialogue. That is wonderful. Thanks, game.
Captain, you have an incoming transmission from Tartarus.
Attention, Captain of the Unreliable. This is Chairman Rockwell. I'm on Tartarus and, we need your help. Thanks to your intelligence, we successfully captured Phineas, but he's somehow turned the tables on us. That crackpot scientist has caused a riot among the prisoners and unpaid laborers. It's a law-damned bloodbath down here. As if that weren't enough, he's gone and taken Sophia hostage. I'm not gonna mince words. The situation is dire. I need your help.
Shit, is Sophia okay?
I don't know. They're in the pits somewhere. Well, you'll see for yourself when you get here.
He started a riot. Has he lost his mind?
He lost his mind years ago. Do you have any idea how many Hope colonists he's killed for the sake of his science experiments?
Oh no, we need her for the lifetime employment program.
Among other things. We can't run this place without her, Captain.
Alright, I'm on my way.
Make haste, Captain. We're losing men by the... Oh, fuck. Fuck! They're at the door. I need to hide. Hurry!
Alright. Brave New World. Is this the point of no return already?
Captain, how can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as...
Alright. So, going to Tartarus. Is this... Okay, let's go back to finish. Let's go to Finish's lab since we are actually... Since we moved it to a place that's like... Oh, since Phineas has been attacked.
We arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain.
We should be able to... We should be able to just jump in and fuck it off. Should be able to go into the back area if he's been captured successfully. Universal defense. Bubbles. Password's in a pig in it. Yep, there we are. I remember that from the other playthrough where I sided with him. Finn's Force. Do not tap on class seals loose. I was kind of hoping it would break and kill us, just for a funny little animation, or funny little secret, I guess. Could have sworn there was something behind here. Maybe it's the weapon, which is a unique weapon. Long guns. Level 26. Does its little gimmicky damage. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, with that bit all said and done, we should be able to get out of here. I would have thought there would have been guards around here or corporate troopers walking around.
Where are we headed today, Captain? The stars are
Yeah, Tartarus. Wow, this is the point of a return. Huh. That's weird. It feels like there's less content with this, but then with this playthrough, with the board playthrough. But oh well. I've already saved it. Whatever.
Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we have successfully landed on Tartarus. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
What happened to the void? Oh, we missed our things. Know anything useful about Tartarus?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
You promise not to leave without me? Oh wait, no. Nice try, that's not happening.
Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
You're the backup, right? From Akande? Thank the law you're here. These bloodthirsty sprat bags have no respect for the law. We're pinned down.
Yeah, the chairman warned me. I'm here to help.
Good. Came through a while ago, but we haven't heard from him or Adjutant Akande in too long. You've got to help us. Please, kill them. Summary justice for the whole lot.
Fine, rally to me and we'll bust through together.
Bust through? Are you out of your mind? Those animals will tear us apart.
You coward. If I don't see you fighting for your life, I'll swear I'll end it myself.
Oh, law. You really would, wouldn't you? All right, fine. If I'm gonna die, it'll be as a proud employee of the board. See you in the field. Tartarus security out.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance?
Alright.
I request
Talk to you
that
later.
do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Alright. And with that, we're gonna go straight to the workbench and we're gonna repair everything. And we're gonna tinker everything up, so that'll do us. This is getting a bit expensive, but whatever. Not like I'm gonna have any more opportunities to spend money. Right, let's do it.
I'll lock up behind you.
Oh yeah, no, I expect you to leave the fucking door unlocked and open for everyone to walk in. There we go, that'll do it. Level ups. I'll intimidate. Get that up to 100 so we can scare the shit out of everyone. And that's probably the last level up of the game, to be honest. You will. I'm a bit disappointed because I would have expected the Groundbreaker to play into a mission. Like, we had that mission where where we could have like destroyed the Emerald Vale. But that got skipped because we already made it good. But nothing to do with the Groundbreaker, which I'm surprised by. Okay, there we are. Shooting these suckers up. These guys do yield quite a bit of XP as well, so it's not all bad. We're almost halfway to leveling up, and we've, you know, not even all the way through the level yet, which is pretty good. Use terminal. Oh, I need to hack that. Yuck, yuck, yuck. There we go. Alright, let's make our way through. Oh, we need to transition. So basically, they just replaced all the enemies, all the corporate soldiers with like prisoners, and it's the same level, which I find, I don't know, I find it kind of disappointing. I wish, at least like even though New Vegas is undercooked because of like development time and siding with the bad guys in Fallout New Vegas, aka the Legion, like even though there's not that much content, at the very least you know you're playing the Battle of Hoover Dam like in the opposite direction. Whereas this game, like I would have thought we would have started at the adjutant's office and then like you know worked our way downwards rather than an office, but like we're essentially playing the same level as we've already played this, but it's just different enemies. And also, I doubt I'll be able to talk Phineas down because my skills aren't the highest. And I've got like 100, you know, I've got 100 Intimidate, but I doubt Intimidate's going to work on Phineas. And I'm from past playthroughs, you know, when I talked to the adjutant at the end, there's multiple skills that you need to like put points into. Multiple skills you need to put points into. Like, even fucking melee and... oh, whatever. Like, it was really stupid skills that had nothing to do with talking your way out of situations, but whatever. We'll see how it plays out, I guess. Really annoying. Oh well. Let's fuck all up here. Why even have a ladder? It won't even let me. There we go. Damn right, I'm jumping over it. Unsealed door. Prisoner's miscreant. Well, the chairman got assassinated. Shame. Real big shame. Messages. Cameras. There's a lot of side quests I missed out in the in Byzantium and whatnot, but again, a lot of them were counter barred. We have any nasty nasties over here? No, not really. Maybe do, I don't know. No, I've already been through here. Bit daft, but whatever. See if I can make my way back the way I came. I don't look like it. Oh, yeah. Not corona. Just got tickled in the back of my throat then. Oh, I like the part where I do the double jump. Oh, hey, I didn't do the double jump. There we go. Problem solved. Don't have to go through that entire hallway, system of hallways again.
Then I'm gonna piss in it.
Then you're gonna piss in what? I don't like the idea of you urinating inside anything.
was that?
It's me. Pit exit. Okay. Easy enough, I guess. Phineas.
When I pulled you out of the Hope, I never imagined you'd turn me over to the board. Planting a bug in my terminal? That's low. We could have saved this colony, you know. That was always the plan. I revive you, you do as I say. I tell you to go there, get me this, shoot that, and you do as I say. If you'd just listened to me, we could have rescued everyone on the Hope. We could have been the saviors of Halcyon. But you didn't listen. No one in this damn colony ever listens.
I'm not your sidekick, Phineas. I never was.
Ha! No, of course not. You're the board's lackey now. And isn't that just paying dividends? What did they tempt you with, hmm? Power? Money? One of those fancy reclining chairs?
I believe in the board. Don't get angry at me because I joined the winning side.
Curse you and your convictions. Why couldn't you have believed in me instead? We could have been celebrating the rebirth of Halcyon at this very moment. This is how the board operates. It's not enough that they should win. They must see me fail. Well, I haven't failed, you hear me? I still have one last gambit. I've got Adjutant Akande here with me, and I'm going to put a bullet through her eye.
Don't do this. Killing a Kande won't change anything.
No, it won't change anything. We're plunging headlong into oblivion now, you and I. Killing Akande won't save us, but it will feel incredibly good. If you insist on interfering, I will be forced to kill you, and I don't want that.
Oh, I didn't know you cared.
I don't, you backbiting, double-crossing ingrate. I loathe everything you've done, but I was the one who revived you. I hate destroying my own projects.
Let's talk about this.
I can't imagine we've got anything left to say.
Look at that. Well, I picked. Look at that. Isn't that a crock of shit? I picked Intimidate, and it fucking went with and it gives us the complete opposite of what we the two options that we didn't fucking give. And low perception, great. I'm not the only colonist you expect, man. I'm the only one who lived.
So you found out. I suppose it's not enough that you ruin my every plan. You must also humiliate me by reminding me of my failures. Yes, I've killed people. Is that what you wanted to hear? I experimented on dozens of the Hope's colonists. Every last one of them died in agony.
The first rule of medicine is to do no harm. You let your patients die.
They were never patients. No, they were just things. Husks of frozen organic matter. It was only when the screaming started that they became people. It always starts with screaming, followed by thrashing, followed by cell death. The average human adult takes 93 seconds to completely liquefy.
Those colonists you killed had hopes, dreams, families, but you didn't care.
Stop it. Don't you think I know that? I killed all those colonists. I can never atone for what I've done. My life's work has been an exercise in futility. The only honorable way to end it is to go down fighting.
I need. What the fuck? See, this is what I was talking about. The fucking bullshit, like random fucking skill checks, like handguns 80. Handguns 80. Like literally, handgun. I oblige you. I'll oblige you.
I expect you'll try. I've programmed the Labyrinth's mechanical warden to kill you on sight. I'm sorry to have to do this, but I can't take any chances with you. You were my greatest success, and my greatest disappointment.
That 800 still wasn't enough to level up. Oh well. Like, I think I can intimidate the adjutant, but I can't intimidate fucking Phineas. It's so stupid. Unless I had 80 handguns. Yeah. That's what you get for using the wrong weapon class. Good. So bullshit. Alright, I'll do combat effects. We'll probably need that. There we go. It's quite a lot of damage from one enemy, I guess. I quite love it. There we go. The final room.
Die, you traitor!
Thank the law you're here. That madman was out of control. You were right to put him down. He was too far gone to be of any use to us. And what about you? You aren't hurt, I hope.
Oh, please, I didn't break a sweat.
Your confidence is well earned, Captain. I was right to place my faith in you. You've put down the worst riot in our history, rid the colony of a dangerous madman, and saved my life. The board owes you a tremendous debt. We don't have a moment to lose. We're gonna have to work together to save Halcyon, because the situation is far worse than you imagined.
What could possibly be worse than the colony collapsing?
What I'm about to tell you must never leave this room, under any circumstances. We've lost all contact with Earth. It's been 3 years since we've received a message. We've had no contact, no signals, nothing. Earth has gone dark. 2 years ago, the Earth Directorate's frigate disappeared en route to Earth. We don't know if they ever made it. We don't know if there's an Earth to go back to. We're alone, Captain. That's all I know for certain. Whatever happens to this colony, we're going to have to deal with it on our own. Returning to Earth is not an option.
Well, we best get to work then. We've got a long road ahead of us.
Yes, we do have a long road ahead of us. But I have faith in you. The service you've done for this colony is nothing short of extraordinary. You're the reason I'm still standing here today. The board will survive because of you. And as the board goes, so goes Halcyon. It's time we carried out the program. I trust I can count on your support, Captain.
Yes, you can count on my support. I want to see the program run properly.
I'm pleased to hear that. The program is too important to hand over to the board's bureaucrats. That's why I'd like you to take the helm. I'll see to it that the lifetime employment program operates under your supervision. We'll work together to save this colony. We're on our own now. Earth isn't coming to save us, so we're going to have to save ourselves.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The riots in Tartarus ended in a total victory for the board. Without any significant threats to challenge their power, the board asserted their control over the colony. The lifetime employment program began immediately, and the people of Halcyon did exactly what they were expected to do. They obeyed. Sophia Akande converted the labyrinth from a prison to a processing center. She jettisoned the original colonists out of the Hope and transformed the ship into a massive storage facility. One by one, the workers of Halcyon surrendered themselves to the program. They arrived with their families and their friends, their colleagues and their neighbors, and then, one by one, they marched into their stasis chambers. As the workers of Halcyon slept in their hibernation chambers, their settlements became ghost towns, left behind by the board to be reclaimed by nature. Only Byzantium remained, a shining beacon of civilization in an otherwise abandoned colony. The people of Byzantium spent the rest of their days gorging themselves on their stockpile of resources. As for the workers of Halcyon, they never felt the effects of the collapse. They never felt anything at all. Left unchecked, the war on Monarch consumed both MSI and the Iconoclasts. And when the sulfur clouds settled, only stragglers from both factions remained. Some found their way to Sublight, some to Terra 2, and some lived their final years fighting for food in the wilderness. In the end, only the beasts remained.
Oh, I should have
Edgewater's
followed
campaign
through with
met
the
production quota for the
MSI
first
stuff.
time in 3 years. As a result, the adjutant rewarded every worker in Edgewater with a place in the lifetime employment program. Reed Dobson was granted 25 years in suspended animation. However, a computing error adjusted his duration to 250 years. A trouble ticket to resolve this error remains open. Junlei Tennyson struggled to maintain the Groundbreaker's independence. Mechanical failures forced her to make increasingly uncomfortable compromises to stabilize her ship. The board bought her out of the Groundbreaker one deck at a time. While she kept the ship intact, her role as captain became a symbolic one. As smaller settlements were swallowed up and their workers drafted into the lifetime employment program, Byzantium continued to thrive. While its citizens lived in decadence and extravagance, a small cadre of scientists worked to solve the nutrition crisis that threatened Halcyon. No one else much noticed the townships that disappeared from the map, or the luxuries that slowly lost their luster year by year. After being unceremoniously ejected from the crew of the Unreliable, Max, disillusioned, tried to rejoin the OSI, but was defrocked for leaving his post in Edgewater. He made his living for a time as a common laborer in a dying company town before being rejected for the lifetime employment program. His ultimate fate is unknown. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. And she often wished aloud that her dad was still alive to teach her about the finer points of starship care and maintenance.
She never made it aboard
As the
the
board
Unreliable.
began to roll out their lifetime employment program, Parvati was plagued by dreams of freezing to death. She began taking increasingly longer shore leaves, and she eventually disappeared from the Unreliable entirely.
She was never
The
on the
board never knew
Unreliable.
what became of her, and under the adjutant's orders, they never tried to find out. Parvati was afforded a measure of peace and left to her own devices. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a sanitation and maintenance automechanical that he'd found in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remains broken down and forgotten in the Unreliable supply closet to this day. Though Minister Clark was eventually released from house arrest, long years of isolation left him a changed man, little suited for bureaucratic work or for the colony that was changing around him. He remained in his estate largely by choice, fading from public view. Adjutant Sophia Akande was instrumental in executing the lifetime employment program. While the rest of Byzantium celebrated, Sophia returned to work by partnering with you. The two of you worked hard to ensure the lifetime employment program ran smoothly. With Halcyon's workers suspended in a state of hibernation, starvation and chaos are problems of the past. The lifetime employment program succeeded in its goals, but that success came at a price. The Halcyon of today is nothing at all like the colony of yesteryear. Power remains concentrated in Byzantium, but all the colony's resources serve the lifestyle of the elite, thereby transforming Halcyon into one of the smallest and most exclusive colonies in the system. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? After the riots on Tartarus came to an end, you threw in your support with Sophia Akande. While Akande administered the board herself, you oversaw the lifetime employment program, stamping out corruption and negligence. Under your leadership, the program ran smoothly. Halcyon's workers were treated with a modicum of dignity. Your involvement kept the board honest and allowed the board scientists to work without the meddling of bureaucracy. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna lie. That's the board. Siding with the board is pretty disappointing. I felt like there's a lot of shit missing, like being able to like stamp out the Groundbreaker, or there's other corporations like CNP and Sublight, like dealing with them factions. I obviously obviously like the whole MSI situation isn't even brought up after you leave Monarchs, which I thought was really weird. So there's a lot. It feels like there's a lot of stuff missing. Like if I was siding with Phineas, I could do all that stuff like independently and it'd be all right. But I don't know. I felt like there was a lot of stuff lacking, and I think the only advantage of siding with the board, even if it's temporary, would be getting to Byzantium quicker. Ah well, I suppose it don't matter. Anyway, that was the Outworlds, the board playthrough. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.